Good morning from Leh. This is the second day. I've just gotten up. The time right now is 7:30 and the temperature is around -6 or so. Look at this. Last night I washed my socks and hung them to dry, and now they are like frozen. Can you hear this? They become solid. So you can't even tell if they're dry. Of course they're not dry. My first aim is to go to Changthang to meet the Tibetan nomads, where I'll start tomorrow. Today is Sunday. I came here on Saturday. Couple of nights. It's advisable that you stay here in Leh to acclimatize with this high altitude condition. This is the common area. So yesterday, of course, because I was traveling, I did not sleep at all, and that's the reason I only made one vlog. I don't like to waste time, but since I was and I didn't waste time. I made one vlog as soon as I landed in Leh, episode 1, the previous one, and must I say, that one has come out really good. If you've not watched it, it's right here. Watch it after this one. But since the second day, which is today, I was anyways going to spend in Leh, so I didn't see a point in making another vlog yesterday itself. Then I would not have anything to do today. So logically, it made more sense that I just get the lay of the land. So I roamed the market yesterday, looked at all the shops and got familiarized with the roads around this place. So today, after some time, around 10 o'clock or so, the market will be open. So I'll start out, and I want to go to a couple of places in Leh around in 3 to 4 kilometers radius. There's one place called Shanti Stupa, and there's another place called Leh Palace, which was visible actually, but we have to go up there to the palace. Oh, my hands are freezing now. I'm just wearing one layer. I'm not planning to go anywhere, just to avoid monotony. I came out. Yeah, so now this was the intro for this vlog. No, let's roll the real intro now, and then I'll see you outside in the market after 2.5 hours. चांगथांग जाने का बस यहाँ मिलेगा क्या? जुले स्माइल करेंगे? That's the Ladakhi butter tea. चांगपा लोग कहाँ मिलते हैं? वो जो टेंट में रहता है, Tibetan nomad. This is our refuge for this night. Never spend a night in a bus when it's -30 degrees Celsius. लेकिन मुझे पता कैसे चलेगा कौन सी पहाड़ी में जाना है? Do you want a picture like this? कहाँ जाना है? चांगपा के पास जाना है ना? जल्दी जाना है। इसमें से अंदर जाने बोला है। 10 किलोमीटर। 10 किलोमीटर। हाँ। So I have no idea which way to go now. And now we are going towards the market. The time is 9:30 right now. The market opens around 10 or 10:30. But we will still start out now and go to those places which I mentioned. And on our way back, the market will be open. So then we'll probably have our breakfast and do the market hunt. Why am I dressed like this? Guys, earlier I said that the temperature was -6. No. Even now at 9:30, it is -12. So I underestimated. the temperature. It's -12 right now at 9:30, and you look at this. Look at those mountains now. Early morning, the sun is shining on the mountains, and they're looking so handsome, so majestic. White mountains. This is a cow. जुले यहाँ पे याक होते हैं क्या?
यहाँ नहीं होते।
मतलब थोड़ा आगे जाऊँ मैं ऐसा डेजर्ट्स में?
दूर जाना पड़ेगा थोड़ा।
दूर जा, चांगथांग की तरफ जाना है मुझे। वहाँ दिखेंगे?
वहाँ मिल जाएगा।
और रास्ते खुले हैं ना?
रास्ते खुले हैं।
Thank you, thank you. So, yak is an animal which is found in the Himalayan mountains, and this is that region where the yaks are found. So we'll go, when we go to Changtang, we can expect to find the cute animal called yak, which looks like cow, but it's more furry, of course, because of the cold. The people here, guys, the people are really friendly. Last night I didn't vlog, but I went for my dinner. So at 9 o'clock everything was closed in the market, everything. And now in one of the buildings I saw the lights were on. On the first floor there was a pizza restaurant. So I entered that building, and as soon as I entered on the second floor also, I saw there was some Tibetan restaurant, but I could not see whether it was open or not. But in the balcony I saw a woman sweeping the floor on the second floor. So before I go to the pizza restaurant which I didn't want to eat, I asked the woman from down below whether that Tibetan restaurant is open, and she said yeah, it's open. So I went to the second floor, and the restaurant was open, but technically it was closed because the man came out and he said we are closed now. So I was going back, and the woman saw me going back, and she again stopped me. She said it's open, you can see. I said the man said it's closed. Then she said call the man out. So I called the man out, and she said something to that man in Ladakhi, but the man still said it's closed. So then I said fine, it's closed. Then she said on the first floor down below there is one restaurant which is open. I said yeah, I know that's open. That was the pizza and burger place. I wanted to have Tibetan or local Ladakhi cuisine, so that was not my first preference. So then I went to the first floor, and as I was having my burger, that woman actually came down to the first floor after she was done sweeping the floor on the second one. She came down, and I'm sitting here, and next to me there's a glass wall, and that woman, I can see that woman outside the restaurant through the glass, and she's looking at me, and she's like this, you found the food? I said yeah, I found the food. And then she was like happy. So in the cities you don't see so much concern. She actually made sure that I'm having the food there, and I found the food there. So people here, amazing people. Now the market is not very far ahead here, but I think it's still closed. I don't see those shops which were open yesterday open right now. If you are stumbling upon this second episode, and if you haven't watched the first one, let me tell you, my goal here is to meet the Tibetan nomads who are called Changpa people in the region of Changtang, which is a desert area about 150 kilometers from Leh. Jule. And not only that, I want to go and experience their life. So I'm carrying my tent also, and I'll go there not by hiring a cab or like the way tourists go. I will hitchhike, so it's going to be a rough adventure, and if I might get invited into one of their tents to spend night, but if that doesn't happen, I'm carrying my own tent also. But yeah, that is going to be a really raw and rough adventure in the cold deserts of Ladakh. Alright, now the first place that we want to go to is called Shanti Stupa, and there is one Gompa also. In the last vlog, I saw a stupa actually, and I thought it was Gompa, but now through this guidebook that I'm carrying for Ladakh, excellent book by the way, but it's in Gujarati, so I don't know if you can take advantage of this. In this book, I just referred to this again and found that Gompa is a monastery, Buddhist monastery. Okay, slight change in plan. We'll first go to the monastery which is called Namgyal Gompa. The monastery which I mentioned is right there on top of that hill, and then next to that we have the Leh Palace, which is behind this dry tree. Let me just show you from here. And then there is some stupa also over there, which is not Shanti Stupa, but by going there first we can cover two places at once, and then we will go to Shanti Stupa. Now, even though the monastery is over on that side, I asked somebody here, and the road to go there is from here. So see you at the Namgyal Semo Gompa. That's the name of the monastery. Well, I told you I'll see you when I'm up there, but how can I not show you this alley and the view of the monastery and the Leh Palace from here as well. This is close up. So this is the Leh Palace, and up there, that is the monastery where we are going now, and the way to go there is from here. Let's go now. So now I'm not going to say that I'll see you when I'm up there. I'll see you whenever I see something interesting. Look at the snow here. Not very thick snow, but there definitely is snow here. I'll have to keep asking at every turn whenever I see somebody. Most people prefer to go to that Gompa, Namgyal Semo Gompa. I just saw in this book. Most people prefer to go there by taxi. Of course, not through this way. There may be some other way, but we want to explore these alleys and these Ladakhi houses made in Ladakhi architecture. See. चले मोनेस्ट्री यहीं से आएगा रास्ता
नहीं पुलिस
वो जो ऊपर मोनेस्ट्री है
वही
यहीं से ना
लोगो लगा देना
हाँ हाँ
उसके हिसाब से
ठीक है थैंक यू What was I saying? Look at this. What is this? The scooters are... Oh, is this ice? Oh, this is ice. I thought this is cement concrete, and they've just decorated it this way. But looks like this is ice, and they just parked it here. Water got collected, and they are now in the water. जुले ये क्या हुआ इसको? ये बर्फ जम गया है? अच्छा, ये डेकोरेशन नहीं है ना? ऐसा डेकोरेशन के लिए ऐसा नहीं रखा है, जम गया है बर्फ से. Oh yeah, so that's what I told you guys. At first I thought this is some kind of a decoration, but why would they do that? Yeah, interesting. Why are the dogs barking at the locals as well? Look at these dogs, the furry dogs. चले यहाँ से जाना है मोनेस्ट्री आगे से कि आगे से यहाँ से okay. Let's explore the alleys. So that's what I like, guys. For me, the tourist destinations are not the things of interest. I look at the tourist destinations to just decide the direction. So when I'm thinking which direction to go now, I open the map, and when you open the map, you see the tourist places on the map. So you pick one of them and you say, let's go in that direction. But then when you are reaching there, on the way, you find people you see houses like this and you have interactions. That's what makes the travel fulfilling for me. That's why I keep saying that I'm a people over places traveler. Now, although we are going to the tourist place because it's a significant place, that monastery is built in 15th century, and that Leh Palace is also built in 17th century in Ladakhi architecture. And in fact, the famous Potala Palace of Tibet, the birthplace and the former residence of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, is also built around the same time. And this Leh Palace is also said to be a copy of that Potala Palace. So from that perspective, these tourist places are significant and I would love to see them. But you get the point. That's not the That's not the primary focal point when DC Traveler travels. It's that and everything in between. Now you can see the town of Leh in Ladakh behind me, and also the backdrop of majestic snow-clad mountains. But the view ahead is also not less mesmerizing. Do you want to see that? Look at that. And I think now we've arrived at the entrance of Leh Palace. I guess we'll have to see the Leh Palace before we see the monastery. It's still less than 24 hours since I arrived in Leh, in Ladakh, so my body has not yet completely acclimatized to the low oxygen of this high altitude region, but I feel better than yesterday. These steps are चले वो मोनेस्ट्री जाने का रास्ता कहाँ से होगा? वो जो नामग्याल हाँ दिस वे और ले पैलेस देखना रहेगा तो ना सब यहीं से तो पहले ले पैलेस देख के फिर आगे जा सकते हैं ना? ओपन है ना? ठीक है. आप मोनेस्ट्री में रहते हो? आप मोनेस्ट्री में रहते हो? ओह चलो फिर मिलता हूँ वहाँ आके. हाँ, he's as you can see a Buddhist monk. Ah, look at the life here. Look at this architecture. 15th century. That looks like the entrance of the palace. In this book, I was reading about the palace and it says that from the outside it still looks great, but from the inside the condition is very bad. You see, this is wood way to the main entrance. Yeah, this is wood and then stones, and this is not cement, it's just mud. Oh wow. So back then people didn't use cement, they used mud to hold together the stones. Yeah, see, this is also not really cement. Anyways, and here is the main entrance of Leh Palace. Okay, we have an entry fee to pay here, 25 rupees. Done with the ticket now, but the video is not allowed inside the palace, so we'll have to end this video here. I will explore the palace inside, and then I'll see you back here again, and then we'll go to the Gompa. Now we are at the top of the Leh Palace. On the way up, I clicked a lot of pictures. You must have seen it now. I asked the man if clicking pictures was allowed, and it was allowed. Only the video is not allowed because somebody shot a video and put it on YouTube, and they had to face some action from the administration because they need people to come here and buy the ticket and see the palace. So I honored that request. So I'm not showing you the palace basically, but I'm on the top, so I think this is no problem. This is a 9-story palace, and in one of the pictures you saw the kind of a map or structure of the palace also. The 9th-story is this one, where it says, I don't know if you can read it, you are at level 9, that one, only that much. This is level 8. So some parts of the palace are really good, well maintained, and other parts, as you may have seen in the pictures, are not in a very good condition. And I've noticed that the higher up you go, the condition of the palace, the structure deteriorates. Like as you can see here, there is no floor here, and level 9 is hardly maintained at all. Now look at the view here. That is the monastery that we will go to now, and I can also see Shanti Stupa. I'm pretty sure that is Shanti Stupa. So the market hunt and everything which I mentioned in the intro of this video will have to be, so it's going to be like to be continued vlog until I cover all these places and do the market hunt. We'll see how I structure the vlogs. But that's it from Leh Palace. We are done exploring the Leh Palace. Now onward to the Namgyal Semo Gompa Monastery.